Remember, the community is the asset, not the code, friends. What we've been seeing recently, which came out, was the Coinbase chain director, Jesse Polak. He thought of the most retardio idea ever. So we've spoken quite a bit about it, but I wanted to make a full-fledged episode for you to get an idea of what's going on. So in crypto, friends, remember, first there was Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin is the OG. Bitcoin is like the Bible of crypto. It's the first. It's got the Satoshi story. It's actually the only crypto that can pass the bus test, where if the founder gets hit by a bus, the coin's still around. Okay, so also Dogecoin, that too, because the founder of Dogecoin, Billy Marcus, he actually sold all his Doge. All right, so it's kind of like Doge, the first meme. Okay, it's a very, very unique and rare. So remember, Bitcoin was big technology at the time, revolutionary. But now the tech is old, slow, no privacy, can't do anything on it, pretty much relative to everything else. However, it still has value. So we know that the community is the asset. It follows Metcalfe's law. I mean, look at gold. People still pile into gold and it stores value over time. Gold doesn't do anything, right? It's funny. A U.S. sergeant in the U.S. sergeant, okay, who works for the U.S. Army, gets paid the exact same wage as a Roman general centurion, okay, back 2,000 years ago. I'll just show you what the centurion looked like. It's kind of funny, right? This is what they look like, friends. This is a centurion out here. Isn't it crazy that they got paid the exact same wage, okay? It was, I think, about half an ounce of gold or something per week. Yeah, about half an ounce of gold. So it's fascinating, right? It stays the same. It's crazy, yeah. It's wild. Like your brain's like, what? How? Well, that's it, man. When you're based off the money supply and allocating units of currency to workers, that's just how it is. It's actually a constant over time, right? So in the context of crypto and network effects, okay, now obviously, if you know that if you get more people in a coin, it gets more value, that's not actually the juiciest information. It's like saying with a company, oh, all you have to do is make more money and the stock price goes up. Yeah, duh. So we'll play some Pumpy G music because that's an obvious one, right? But it gets deeper than that. You have to forecast or predict or prophesize or estimate, whatever we want to do. You want to guess the growth rate in the future. Are more people going to join? So if you can sniff out why people are joining, you really understand the psychology of the person, you have a big advantage because the market's always pricing in what it knows in the next 3 to 6 months. So if you can try to pick ahead what the next 6 years can look like, big advantage for you, right? If you're correct about its upside growth. Okay. So it's like buying Amazon in 1999. It was just a bookstore. But Jeff Bezos, he knew, I'm not going to just be selling books. One day I'll be selling socks, fluffy slippers, squeaky chairs. I'll be selling more items in the future, right? That's why he held. He knew something the market didn't. The market didn't believe him when he was actually telling the market, oh, don't worry, we're going to expand to other stuff. They didn't care. Sold it down 93% in the tech bubble burst. So the Coinbase chain director thought of the most retardio idea ever. Let's make every post into a coin. Terrible idea. Horrible, because you dilute everything. Making every post into a coin is like making every fart into a song. It's like making a book out of every WhatsApp conversation. It's like making a movie out of literally every POV video that people send each other where it's just them talking about nothing. Yeah, no one's interested in that. What makes things special is their scarcity, their rarity. When we're just like basically pissing out everything, there's no value there. And actually the coins reflect that straight away. We saw these pump and dump stuff, okay? Pump and dump, okay? They get diluted, right? So what's actually going on here? Well, that's why, man, I've been making videos on community being the asset. Literally been 3 years, okay? Because I wanted to know, why is Bitcoin even go up in the first place? Why? Not like, oh, the money supply and the halvening, total BS. Has nothing to do with that. It's because of community, yeah? Because what you have to find is value is subjective. What's value? It's just the number of people who decide to hold something, yeah? It's the number of people who decide to hold something. They can decide not to hold it tomorrow, you know? Imagine you had a price chart for the love that a mother will give her child. She will, you know, a good mother, she'll love her child no matter what. It's like an infinite bid. They'll never capitulate on their child. You see what I mean? Imagine you could chart that. right? They'll just stay literally fixed, constant. It'll go up to the moon and that's pretty much it. You get it? But they don't have to. Like if they really wanted to, they'd just be like, you know what? I don't like my child. I like the neighbor's kid. They got better cheekbones and they don't whinge as much. You see what I mean? Well, it's the same thing. Why do people hold gold? Because they do. Why do people hold Bitcoin now? Because they do. Even though it's only been 15 years relative to gold. So it's not the tech. They do because they do. Okay? It's like, remember, the love that a mother gives its child. Is the child Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Kobe Bryant? Are they going to be some great sports stuff? Are they going to be in the Elon Musk? Are they going to do something amazing? No. Their child could just probably grow up to be like Steve the Carpenter. That's it. All right? So it's not whether the tech or the utility, it's not about that. Okay? If it was as easy as that, then all the value would just keep going to the fastest blockchain. Okay? Imagine you turn every WhatsApp convo into a book. Automatically, you know, that's it. You dilute everything away. It becomes useless, right? It's like handing a trophy out to like the kid who comes 7th. No, you don't get a trophy, dude. Trophies are for first. You want the trophy? Work for it. See what happens when you start giving everybody a trophy? You're diluting the specialness, the rarity of first place, you know? Nothing in society works like that. The animal kingdom doesn't work like that. Nothing works like that, right? Everything goes to the top. The cream rises. Which is, you know, it's a harsh reality. But it is our reality. You know, and that defense, it's like everything has that 80-20 Pareto principle. You know, think about all the movies out there that are being created. Could be like 1 million movies. Hundreds of thousands of movies. You still got like a couple of few that you like. You know, maybe like 10 or 20. You know, same with crypto, same with coins, same with everything. Think about all the art that's ever been produced. You just remember Mona Lisa, Michelangelo, right? The statue with the willy. You see what I mean? You just remember a few. That's just how it is, man. It's the same as sports teams. Oh, but there's 20 teams in the league. Why don't we split first place trophy with everybody in the team? Nope. First place. You guys win $100 million. Second place wins 10 million. Third place, you get a peanut. Fourth place, who are you? You're getting delegated to the division below. See? That's just how it works, okay? Because people back winners, right? And also power structures work like that. Imagine with the Republicans and Democrats, for example, US politics, imagine you have to split the power between everybody. Not everyone can agree, you know? So decentralization is wonderful, but it's not everything, and we still need centralization to make decisions at some point. Crypto must focus on community as the asset, not turning every item into a trash ticker. So here was Jesse's post. Every few weeks, crypto Twitter remembers that every single post I make is a content coin that is value in the free open market. If you're going to trade my content, you should prepare for me to post a lot of content and assume you're trading against the incredibly adversarial environment that is open, permissionless, on-chain markets. Every post is a coin, and then he posts it. It's so out of touch, bro. Like, it is so disgustingly out of touch. It's just, geez, like... You've made it's pro spam, you know. It's disgusting, you know. I mean, I even have friends from his
that are 10x better in open protocol.
He comes across like you can really tell he grew up watching Steve Jobs, right?
Protocols, so anyone can build one and anyone can plug into the distribution that the base app builds.
Yeah, he's just like, you could tell he really grew up like looking at Steve Jobs, going around like, you know, Steve Jobs presentation, because Steve Jobs, Apple, right? Him introducing the iPhone.
This is a day.
See?
I've been looking at this on the easy to use axis.
Yeah, so like, you know, it really rubs off and it's not cool anymore. You know, like we all remember, there's nothing cool about it. And it's just not working, man. It's literally just, it's not working. I mean, like if you want to borrow Steve Jobs' principle, Steve Jobs, friends, when he made the iPhone, okay, not the U phone, not the me phone, the iPhone, when they were surveying people, hey, what do you want from your phone? People were saying, I want more buttons. I want to control more things. I want to customize this folder. I want to change this background. I want to change the colors. I want to change the keypad lights. I want to be able to change 50,000 things. I want more buttons, more this, more that. Guess what Steve Jobs said? He said, you, retailer, you're a retardio. You can barely wipe your own bum. You don't know what the hell's going on, okay? I'm going to give you a phone. I'm going to remove all the buttons. You are a dum-dum. I'm going to give you one button. And I'm not going to let you customize anything. That's the iPhone. Simplify everything. Simple features. One button. Yeah. You got to remember, friends, back then when the iPhone was coming out, most phones, what they let you do is you could like change icons inside folders. You could like rename a lot of stuff. You could move between SD cards and like you could move stuff around. It's like a mini computer. And Steve Jobs was like, yuck, too much stuff. Take it out. Brian Boldstrong, they're making a big mistake with this bullshit. So it's because, friends, they saw the trenches and they're like, oh, the trenches, people like making coins. So let's make every post into a coin. Because the theory is if we turn everyone into a creator, it invites everybody to be like an open canvas. Nah. I know what the people want. The people want a casino with regulated rules that everyone agrees on and they want to play in the arena. That's what they want. That's what we want. Yeah. Like, do you like just seeing people kick soccer balls into the back of the net? Yeah, but not really. You don't spend your time on a Friday night watching that. What you want to watch is a referee, a game, certain time limits, certain rules, okay? You're not allowed to touch the other guy's genitals. You can't punch him or knock him out. You can't touch the ball with your hand. 45-minute halves, that's football. We like seeing the structure. We like seeing the game within the game because we're in the game, simulation matrix, right? So we want someone to make a casino that's regulated. Welcome to the stock market, by the way. We already have that with CME futures. That's what we want to see. So Coinbase should be trying to think of ways, how do we make a scarce coin? How do we make like an elite level, a league, right? They're not thinking about that. Because what they're trying to do is like what you should be doing. You should be thinking about, hey, how do I get communities to want to fight to be in my league? Like the English Premier League or La Liga. How do we get teams to be like elite? Okay, they fight against each other, you know, but what do we do in crypto? Do you just put the biggest market cap stuff? It's tough because then people start to game the system. But it's something they should be exploring and think about. They're totally offbeat. Totally, they're like, let's give everybody a coin. You make a coin, and you make a coin, and you make a coin. Everything. Literally, slop. Talk about this. Slop. Absolute slop. You see? What makes things special is not the spam. What makes things special is the stuff you remove and leave it there. That's why, friends, I haven't had a, like, you know, I really want Elon Musk. Maybe he stops chatting up Tiffany Fong to try to have like kid number 16. I would love Elon to make like a Twitter platform that is crypto. So like each account has a coin linked to them. One coin. Okay. You can't make more. Just one. That's it. Yeah. Just one. No rule. Like, and basically sudden death. You protect this account with your life. It's like Diablo hardcore mode. Yeah. You can't go making all these other coins and do all this. No. It's one link to the account. Maybe there's some rules with the contract that you can set it to do. They got to think about this stuff though. They make it rare and scarce because everyone's always looking at Twitter. Right? That's what they should be thinking about. You know? How does Coinbase do that? But they're totally like in the wrong path. And by the way, everybody kind of agrees with me anyway. Not kind of, actually everyone does. If you go check out the posts, look at the first reply. God, you are a loser. Get rid of content coins. Not only does it flood the market with supply, it cheapens the whole creator economy to gambling. Simplify and just do creator coins. Easier for the market to digest. Pulls liquidity, which gives them a real shot. Dude, you need to evaluate your entire purpose here. The year is 2034. Your dreams of making it on base collapsed after every post became a coin and your bags got diluted. So you were drafted into the army to fight China in World War III. That's a good one. Jesse comes across a video of you getting blown up by a drone. This could be a coin, he says. You destroy Coinbase chain with every post you put out. It's true, man. Like, we don't want to get diluted, bro. So People have spoken. Everyone's chiming in. I've been supporting Coinbase since day one. This is my honest take. I'm all for supporting coins, but this ain't it. Jesse, it feels like pumping and dumping random coins, right? Feels like giving a participation trophy. That's what I'm saying to you. It feels like giving a participation trophy to everybody. We don't want to see that, dude. Friends, are you going to watch the final basketball ceremony if like team number 7 is receiving like a trophy? You don't care, dude. Yeah, you'd be like, get out there, go train, and next season, I want you to be top 1. 7th is trash. Yeah, that's it. This competition breeds this excellence, you know. We got a lot of coins. That's why, look, it would be nice if community coins actually went up. Instead, we have this abomination of trash everywhere. But I'm just giving you an idea of what happened. So, learn off Bitcoin. Learn off XRP. Learn off Doge. Learn off Cardano. Don't have any tech, pretty much. Compared to everything else, they don't have any tech. They're still around. They're still around for a reason. Because of the community. The community is the asset, not the code. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you soon.